Barter 6. Where do I even start, bruh? Young Thug's admired 2015 commercial mixtape, inspiring the likes of Trap's biggest artists, such as Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti, Saw Baby, and of course Trippie Redd. Now, I want to drop some knowledge on y'all if you didn't know, but the name originates from Lil Wayne's Carter mixtape series. And what's crazy is that the album was originally supposed to be called Carter 6.
Hi, I'm Thugger, and the Carter 6 is on the way. The Carter 6 is on the way.
But due to legal issues, label problems, and personal beliefs between the two artists, Thug decided to change the C to B in typical Blood Game practice.
The cooler like Akon. All the bums. Carter 6 coming. The Barter 6 coming, yeah. The Barter 6 bumming. The Barter 6 bumming, yeah.
Lil Wayne and Young Thug even had a back and forth going on. At first, things were respectful. Thug was even giving credit to one of his favorite artists. He was saying, like, why would I diss him, this, that, and the third, like, you know, being positive about the situation.
I understand that Lil Wayne is frustrated about his career, and I feel him on that, but this is my item. I wouldn't ever in my life swap words with him or beef with him about nothing. This is a person that I look up to. Ha ha.
Things then took a turn when Wayne had a few words to say.
I want y'all to do me a favor and stop listening to songs of niggas that pose naked on their motherfucking album,
causing Young Thug to clap back after finding out that he was potentially getting sued by the rap legend Lil Wayne.
Can't name the mixtape Carter 6 because he trying to sue. Just like some big old blood song going Barter 6 on the way.
Thus, resulting in the name that we now have today, Barter 6. The album that was released on April 16th of 2015 shows our star Young Thug in the spotlight, rocking nothing but a blood red bandana and shiny jewelry. The red bandana served as both fashion armor and a symbol of blood affiliation. Back then, Thug was a big innovator for combining high fashion elements with gang representations, creating an image about duality. Street roots meeting beauty. Artists such as Playboi Carti, Gunna, and Lil Key would eventually use the balance between luxury and streetwear as a visual model. Now, first being presented with the idea of being naked on the album cover, Young Thug didn't agree to it. Like most people would probably do so, right? But it was Sandy Kim, the photographer of the shoot, who convinced Young Thug by doing the exact same thing that he did. Sandy Kim convinced him to do so by doing the same thing, taking off her clothes and inspiring the Young Thug to commit to the vision of the photo shoot. Now, let me introduce you to Sandy Kim real quick. The California native Sandy Kim is a well-known photographer who's praised for her aesthetically pleasing photos. She's taken pictures of many celebritized individuals, such as Travis Scott, Mia Goth, Kendall Jenner, and of course the one and only Young Thug. Via Vice, a lot of her work is recognized for being raw and rough around the edges, and always deep and intimate. Kim's a fan of Thug's music and believes he was changing the sound of rap music in real time. Even though it being her first rapper photo shoot, both creative minds aligned with how they wanted to proceed on with the shoot, creating the album cover that we have today. The album's cover, which was entirely nude before a red bandana and jewelry, went viral and set the tone for the project's unfiltered, bold vibe. This simple rollout that focused aesthetics became a motto. A lot of rappers that we know now, such as Ken Carson, Lone, Yeet, they follow in these footsteps. Cryptic teasers, consistent visual themes, and letting the vibe speak louder than interviews or press. Thug showed that the way you represent your art can be just as impactful as the music itself. The 13-track mixtape was helped produce with the likes of Weezy, London on the Track, and K Rich, who are longtime collaborators of the unique artist. These producers will help Thug in future projects such as So Much Fun and Jeffrey. The release of this project not only put Atlanta in the bigger spotlight, but also helped Thug's transition from just being known from his home of Atlanta to pushing him into the mainstream by creating his own sound. He displayed flows people haven't heard before, using his voice as an instrument on tracks such as Constantly Hating, Amazing featuring Jacquees, Dome, and my personal favorite, man, Dream. I a nigga like it's a dream. Yeah, I'll give a twin. My fault, y'all. But even Thug himself says that he brought melodic vibes to the trap scene. And with one solid listen to this album, can you really deny that statement? Not gonna lie, y'all, I might have to ramble about Dream real quick because the effect that song has on me is like, just crazy, bro. I love that song. Now, Dream, a catchy, somewhat unsettling track that seems more like a diary entry than a flex, is one of the most revealing songs on Barter 6. Now in the song, him and Yacht Gotti discuss ambition, betrayal, over melodic instrumental blending melody and pain in his vocals. In my opinion, it's pretty cool how Barter 6 is about vulnerability, independence, and navigating fame while maintaining a strong connection to the streets rather than just dazzling flows or ad-libs. I feel like this album really shows you that you don't have to follow the same boring pattern. You can be yourself and unique. I definitely feel like this mixtape supported artists into experimenting with their sound and being different, because being a copycat is just not it, bro. The mixtape charted number 22 on the US Billboard 200, selling 17K in its first week. Hip-hop heads around the world at first were divided about the project, some calling it boring, some even saying they were glad that he wasn't able to title the project Carter 6. While on the other hand, there were tons of fans who loved Thug's experimentation and melodic flows, and of course, the outstanding ad-libs. 10 years later, man, 2025, I can't believe it's already been that much time. It's already seen as a classic, man. A lot of people even say that Young Thug was ahead of his time during this era, and I strongly agree. It laid down the blueprint for a lot of artists that we have today. Although Barter 6 was misconstructed at the time, it later set a standard for creative risk-taking in trap. It is now hard to ignore its influence. Now, if you made it this far, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that. Make sure you follow my Instagram. And make sure you follow my other channel, 721, because I'm going to be doing alright vlogs, alright, blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
Brand new bitches on it. Watch them with a hottie. Bitch, all over my body. Look, move like zombie. Catch a bitch, can't find me. Too much drink on me. And it's five like 5 teams. This ain't number 9. Let's go Rico with no 9 jeans. Y'all don't mind me. I'm just doing my thing. Wow, it ain't my thing. Racks so exciting.